Question 4. What disqualifies you from NUA? Well, I mentioned earlier talking about the triggering events. If you take a distribution, you could disqualify yourself from net unrealized appreciation if you don't have another triggering event available. Now, everybody will always have that death triggering event available, but you may not want to wait until you are dead or disabled to utilize this strategy. So definitely recommend being careful taking money out of your 401k after you left the company, because you no longer have that retirement triggering event available to utilize this strategy. And by the way, you cannot utilize this strategy while you are still working at the company. I've heard that question many times. Something else that may more subjectively disqualify you from NUA is having too high a cost basis in your shares on your ExxonMobil stock. The lower your cost basis, the less upfront taxes you'll have, and the more appreciation you'll have on those shares, which gives you more of a tax savings, given that it's just the appreciation on those shares that carry the lower tax rate on capital gains versus ordinary income. So if you were buying shares at too high a cost basis, or if you sold all your shares at some point and then the shares that you have now were purchased at a higher cost basis, strategy might be difficult to justify. Or if you're expecting a really low income tax bracket in retirement, this is not the case for most people I work with, but that could be something that might disqualify you or might make an argument not to do this strategy. There's a lot of moving parts in here, and it's critical that you run an analysis before you go through this, of course, hopefully several years before you're retiring, because it might encourage you to start saving money on an after-tax basis inside of your plan, or even doing what they call a special contribution, where you write a check to Voya, contribute money toward the end of the year, usually is when this is done, to get up to certain contribution limits and put money into the after-tax bucket, whether that's for a Roth rollover when you retire, or applying this after-tax money toward the cost basis, or what they call paying down the cost basis of your shares, can help you out a lot on taxes once you get to the point where you're retiring from the company and utilizing this NUA strategy, rolling over your 401k to an outside custodian from Voya.